Hi guys, my name is Marcus and welcome to my tutorial. This tutorial will feature basic photo manipulation or text manipulation, might say, um, to make a metallic, very basic text looking quite like this one right here. So first off, let's create a new layer. No, document, new document. I put mine to 1920 to 1080, and the resolution should be set to, well, whatever you like. Yeah, let's just leave it at that. So first off, let's make it easier for you. So go up here. If it doesn't look like yours, press the essentials, and now we should look the same. Our workspaces should look the same, I might say. Now create a new layer by pressing this button right here, and I'm gonna create a background color for this. So by pressing this one right here, let's pick a color. I'm gonna choose a quite dark color, not entirely black, because for some reason it will not blend very well with some of the effects that we will be using today. Press OK, and by pressing and having the background color layer, let's just let me background color wherever. Press, hold shift and backspace to get this dialog, fill up, and press OK. Make sure you have the foreground color, not content aware or whatever, just foreground color, and press OK. Now we got a nice dark background. So let's create a new layer, or actually let's create a new text layer by pressing T or pressing this button right here. I'm gonna click, and we're gonna write something nice. Let's pick a color we like. I think that's a nice color for text. So why not promote my own channel while at it? KD, yeah, cool. I'm gonna make this a bit bigger. See if I have some cooler fonts. Probably not. However, yes. So by having the text layer selected and pressing Control or Command T, Command on Mac, we're gonna bring up this transform, and this will make it possible to move it around and scale it up or down. But what we want is to scale straight up, like keeping it proportionate but also in the middle. So we do that by pressing Shift and Alt at the same time and dragging one of these in top corner this top corner points. God. So press Enter to confirm the action, and now we're gonna go in the Effects panel right here. You can go there by pressing right-clicking your layer and pressing blending options as well. And let's find bevel and emboss. There it is. What this does is it makes it look more like a 3D object. It pops it a bit. We just want to press this one right here, this arrow, and get this one. This makes it look more like a metallic, and bring that down the opacity of the black shadow in this. so our color still pops through. Now press OK. Nice. Now what we're going to do is create a new layer to create some shadows and highlights for this piece. Yeah, so let's create a new layer, and this is an easy way of doing it that I might show you. By pressing Alt and holding it, clicking in between the two layers, like right about here, you're making this layer 1 in this case only affect the text layer KD. So if I were to draw outside my text layer, it doesn't show, but as soon as I go in here, it shows. So what we like to do is delete that and do that one more time. So Alt between, okay, and now with the brush tool selected right here, we're gonna pick a big smooth brush, 0 hardness, and we're gonna change the layer 1, or we can call it shadows, and blending mode to overlay. What this does is that it changed the color. Instead of making it pure black as it is our color that we choose to brush with, it changes the color to burn it, you might say. Okay, so let's just, for some dynamic effects, create some nice shadows in this, and do the same thing with this new layer. Create a new layer and make it just affect the KD, and now pick a white and change this to overlay, and let's name it highlights. So now with the opacity down at 40, I forgot to mention it in the shadows, set this opacity to 40, or adjust the opacity in this here if you didn't. Okay, so now with the highlights, same here, just to create some dynamic effects on this piece. Now it's more alive, it's more popping. Okay, so we're gonna create some lens flares. I know a lot of you guys uses lens flares. I love lens flares. Some people at school are picking me for it. But okay, how to do a lens flare? Mostly people don't do lens flares on their own, but I'm going to show you a way of doing it then, just to make you customize it as much as you like. Create a new layer, name it flare or whatever, and go into the color picker, choose a bright yellow, just something like that, and scale that up, something like that. Be sure to have your opacity down at least 40. Look, doesn't look good, does it? Be sure to center it like that. Now, by pressing Ctrl or Command J with the flare layer selected, we're going to duplicate it. Now press Ctrl or Command T and scale it down by holding Shift and Alt. One more time. Something like that. Now by marking all of this, we can move it around. This by pressing the V button, or this one right here. Okay. Now by pressing Ctrl or Command E, we're gonna merge these layers. Make sure you have all of the flare layers selected like that. Now, if you would like to change the color of this, you just do that by marking the flare layer and pressing Command or Ctrl U and colorize it. These are done in several ways. You could either colorize it by turning up the opacity here and choosing a color of your liking, something like that, and then duplicate it, Control Command J, and putting the layer over the linear dodge. I kind of like that. Just scale it down a bit. To Reddit though, I'm just gonna make it a bit more jello. Something like that. Okay. Alright. Also, I forgot to mention it. Mark all these layers. The KD, the shadows, the highlights. So what's the time? Okay, I'm just gonna hurry up. And group them. Press Ctrl G or Command G. And when you group them, press Control and back on the background layer and adjust. Use this to center the text. Center the text to the background. Okay. Now we can adjust these. Yeah. I'm sorry, but this is gonna be. I'm just gonna have to cover the rest of the tutorial in another part. If you like it, please give it a thumbs up and tell me what you liked about it. Also, tell me what you would like to see in the future and what was it that I could do better. Thanks so much for watching, and I see you guys in the next episode. Stay tuned. Peace.